Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Welcome to our little community. We're happy to have you. And if you're a returning member, then nice to have you back as well. So today we're going to do the Saturday shout-out video, which is a weekly series that we do where we try and find and help and support up-and-coming artists pardon me, that are not getting the kind of attention they need or deserve, or maybe they are and we just want to help them get a little bit more. So that's what this is about. I don't want to speak too much about myself or my channel or anything like that, because these videos are really more about you and less about me, or all about you and not about me at all. So I want to give you the kind of attention you deserve in these, but I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up really quickly a couple things that have been going on. First of all, I want to say that what this channel has morphed into has become really, I don't even know how to express it. It's more than what I thought it would be. And this community and the connections that we're making, and that has all been natural. It's not anything I planned. When I first started the channel, I just wanted to have a vehicle to express myself and showcase my art, further my career, you know, make cool videos just like all of us, you know, that start a channel. But, you know, when I first started finding people and looking, you know, at people and seeing what the situation was on YouTube, and how much garbage there was versus how many genuine, talented people that are working and striving, and it started to bother me, and I just started to reach out and make comments, you know, genuine comments to help people, or just, you know, say, hi, how you doing? I see what you're doing. I appreciate you. And it's kind of evolved into this. So didn't plan it, never sat down and said, you know, the piece of paper, you know, how can I get subscribers or any of that kind of bullshit. It just happened, and it's because of you guys that it did happen. And on a personal level, it's one of the reasons that when I first started the channel, I dreaded doing the speaking videos and that kind of stuff. Not necessarily the most outgoing person in the world, not necessarily the most emotive, or at least outwardly social people in the world. I like to keep the intensity inside and not share it, otherwise through my music or my art. But what's made this possible and actually almost therapeutic for me now is that you guys are so goddamn amazing and genuine and supportive, especially after the last video where I kind of got into a little bit of personal stuff that I'm not gonna delve into now. But everybody that left a comment, I read every single one of them, and they meant a lot to me. So that you even would sit down and take the time to write something, let alone something that, you know, heartfelt, is, you know, meaningful to me, and I do appreciate you. If I respond and say I appreciate you, I mean it. So anyway, all of that aside, I've got, like I said before, I don't use a script. I'm never going to use a script. I feel like that makes the whole thing, I don't want to put anybody else down or anything like that, or judge anybody. Just, I don't want to use a script because I want it to be natural, and I don't want it to be not real. I want these to be like you're just sitting here talking with me. So I have now my iPad and my iPhone, and I only have those because there's now so much information in terms of channel names and artist names and the pieces and everything. I want to do you guys a proper service, and I try and get your names right, try and get your channel names right, and cross-references your I'm cross-referencing the messages you sent me, so I make sure that I'm mentioning your best pieces, or at least trying to. So if I'm looking down, that's what's going on. I just want to do you guys a proper good service, okay? So we're going to start this video off without further ado. And what I want to do from now on is start every video off, every shout out video, with like a follow-up. You know, call it a follow-up shout out or whatever you want to say. But I think it's neat to continue to show support to channels that we might have mentioned in the past that maybe newcomers that haven't seen the channel yet, or whatever the case may be. You know, you can go back and visit this person, see what they're doing, see what they're up to, and if you might have missed them. So it's a way to further provide a structure system, support system, what I'm trying to say, so that it's not just a one-time deal where, you know, you get your mention and then that's it. I don't want it to be that kind of a thing. I want it to be, you know, like a thing where we foster and nurture. So I'm going to try as much as possible to keep going back and revisiting channels to keep helping them. And it's also fun to see what you guys are doing, you know, as you evolve with your art and your channels and stuff. And we'll get into that a little bit here. So first and foremost, Hope Project Arts. Hope, you're an amazing person. I know we haven't met in person, but I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you, and I view you as, you know, like a cornerstone piece to this community. I think everybody that Hope was, if I remember correctly, the first person I shouted out, and one of the first people that I started corresponding with and messaging. And she goes consistently out of her way to show support to other people, you know, answer questions, you know, comments, the encouragement. And so I want you to know that you're appreciated, and everybody should go see what she's doing, because she's been crazy prolific the last 2-3 months or so. I wish I could put out half of what you put out in a month. I have commissions and I get paid to do it, and I still can't get out as much as you get out. And it's awesome to see what you're doing, your growth. And I saw she did a piece, a Walker piece from The Walking Dead, which is an awesome show. If you disagree, then you're wrong. And usually I can, when I see a piece, I've been around art long enough, I like to think I can you know, pick out the medium pretty quickly, but I couldn't figure out what she was doing, and so I messaged her and asked her, and it was this really unique combination of, I think she was doing some using colored pencils and watercolor, and then like these alcohol sketch markers, Prismacolor markers, all to lay down some kind of underpaint. Anyway, the point being, I was really impressed with how she's branching out and she's evolving as an artist, you know, and that's, we're all trying to evolve and get better all the time. So really impressed with your work, Hope. I can see it was really good before, but I can see it's going up and up in the quality, and the level that you're at is, you're doing some really impressive work. The piece I just mentioned, she's got a few Walking Dead pieces that I really love. She's got a Pennywise piece, which I hope to be receiving soon. She promised me a print. And I love the Pennywise piece. I love Pennywise. Stephen King is, I worship Stephen King. Anyway, a lot of great stuff that she's doing, in that horse piece that you did, Hope, was really hit home with me. So beautiful piece. Everybody check her out and show her the support that she continues to show everybody else. Hope Project Arts, okay? And then my buddy over at Fistful of Popcorn, I want you guys to go check him out. When I started on YouTube, which, you know, we haven't been on here very long, but, you know, when, you know, you're just starting your channel and you have no supporters and no subscribers other than, you know, the 4 or 5 family members that you've harassed, he was literally, I think, one of, or if not the first, one of the first 2 or 3 people that subscribed to my channel. And not just that, but he actually watched my videos and commented on them, encouraged me. And I know when you're at that stage, just one comment can make all the difference in the world. So I want to show him some support. He does really cool horror movie reviews, and you know, if you deduced anything about me at all at this point, you know, you should know that I love horror. I'm obsessed with it. You know, it's in my work, in my personal life. And he does some really cool horror movie reviews. Not just horror movies, but some niche titles, cult titles like Tremors and Rambo, and you know, just cool movies, that kind of stuff. What I like about what he does is that it's concise and usually very well stated. He gives his opinion. It's natural. He tells you what he thinks, and he's in and out. You know, he doesn't ramble on and on like myself, for example. So if you like horror movies, you want to go check out some cool reviews, go check out my buddy at Fistful of Popcorn. And as always, the links to all of these sites are going to be in the description box. Next, I want to talk about Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca, W artist. I want to make sure that I get that correct. She has been a part of the community. She's messaged me, active in the comment section, and she's got a really cool channel, and she's doing something that I see a lot of you guys doing now, which is personalizing your channel. She's got a vlog on there where she talks a little bit about herself, a little bit about, you know, her work, her struggle with it, as we all struggle constantly. You know, just a little bit about her as an artist, about herself, and really genuine person, really nice person, has some really cool work, some really unique portraiture. I can instantly recognize that it's her work, and that's always a good sign to me as an artist, when you can recognize somebody's work. Very cool portraiture, and a piece that originally drew me to her channel was she has like a crimson kind of orange blood moon, however you want to describe that color. It's like a red, deep red, and it's sitting in the clouds, and the light is reflecting all off of the clouds, and really impressive piece. And if you guys see my work, I love color. It's like a kid with a shiny object. You know, anytime I see good color work, I'm drawn to it. So she definitely qualifies. Go check out Rebecca. Her link will be below too. All right, and then next is KayLa Arts, and I see a lot of these superhero pieces now, which is really cool to see. I guess it's a big part of our, of our pop culture. She did an original take on Captain America. I thought was really neat. She did something I thought was cool, was face paint. Yeah, I think it was for Halloween or something, but that's just another. I like to see all these different forms of expression, you know, self-expression, creativity, individuality. I think that's what this is all about, really, you know. And so she's got some cool face paint stuff on there, and she has a really neat piece which I call Tree Man. I don't know what she calls it, but that's what I call it. And it's kind of like a side profile of a guy with his head open, and there's some trees and stuff coming out of there. It's really well done. I like those kind of pieces, you know, where there's stuff pouring out of the head or that kind of thing. I think it's a good reflection on what's going on in the artist's mind at the time. So those are fun to see. All right, guys, so go check out KayLa. Next is one of those names that's going to be difficult for me, but I will do my best. Mita Roy Art. I hope I didn't butcher that. I'm trying. She did something that I think is really cool that kind of harkens back to, you know, like the old classical days of art. She has a little travel vlog on her channel, and she's painted some, I think it was like a palace or something that she came across to. Really very well done, super detailed. You know, she saw it in her travels and painted it and put it up on her channel. And I think that is a really cool concept. It's, you know, an old school, you know, we go sit out and look at something and paint it or draw it, or, you know, it's a very traditional, very effective and useful way to improve your art and learn perspective and, you know, that kind of thing, shading, distance, just by looking at stuff. You'd be surprised how much you can learn just by looking at things. And by looking, I don't mean looking, but seeing, like really looking at things. Why do things have a certain reflection? Why are they shaped a certain way? Anyway, maybe that'll be a future video. I don't want to encroach on Moumita's time here. So, but she's got that. She's got some really cool colored pencil pieces. I like seeing people that use mediums that I don't use a lot. I don't not for any particular reason. I just paint more than I do colored pencil, and she's got some really nice colored pencil pieces up. So I like seeing people that do stuff that I don't do a lot of. Some really well done portrait work, pop culture portraits. Nicki Minaj, I believe, and a couple others, but it's that Nicki Minaj piece that I first saw. Really well done colored pencil work, good detail, good shading, smooth blending, and bright, vivid colors, which again is like, you know, bee to honey for me. I like that. So go check her out. She's also got some landscape work, a good selection of portraits or of different kinds of work that she's doing. So go check her out. And then next is my man JM Arts. I've been wanting to put him up for a little bit, and so here we go. I finally get you up here. Messaged me a few times, and he's done the channel intro on his channel as well, and I think that's great. I think that's a really useful tool if you feel comfortable doing that on your channel. If you don't, that's fine. For sure, don't do something you're not comfortable with, but if you feel comfortable talking in front of the camera and you know, letting people know a little bit about you, that's a great way to personalize your channel and help people connect with you. And I think they'll be more likely to see your art, and maybe that'll be another video too for a tip video in the future. But my buddy at JM Arts did that. He did a good intro video where he talks about his influences in art, how long he's been doing it, what got him into it. And I found that really interesting. I always like to learn about you guys. It's cool, I think, also for us as a community to connect, you know, to hear voices and see faces, and I think that'll just, you know, bond us. He's got some really neat architectural work, very highly detailed architectural work that I was very impressed with. Again, another one of those things I don't do, so I appreciate looking at it. And then he's got some, and he's got a couple of pieces which you should be seeing now. You should be seeing all these pieces now. They should be all edited in here, and seeing the visual of them will be better, you know, do him better justice than I could. But he's got some cool architectural work. He's got some cool wood burning work where he burns in to canvas and to wood, and it's another unique take on art, different approach. It's really fun to watch, something you wouldn't normally see. So go check out my buddy at JM Arts. And then the following artist I am really excited to have. As soon as I saw his work, I was like, this guy epitomizes what I'm trying to do here, and what I see happening with extremely high level artists that are not getting the kind of attention that they deserve. And it's not because of their content, it's just because of, you know, the load of shit that's on this, you know, that whole deal. Just a lot of nonsense, and then all the people that are doing really good stuff, then you don't see them because of the other stuff. So I want to give a proud welcome to Matthew Harvey, MH Fine Arts. And this man is talented. You know, I can tell you it takes years to get to the level that he's at, years of very hard work, a lot of talent. You've really got to focus on your craft and know what you're doing to get to the level that he's at. So I'm super proud to be able to show you his stuff. Please go check it out. He does beautiful pet portraiture work. He sent me a piece on Instagram that was a pencil piece, a black and gray piece of a family, and it's almost, you can't discern it from a photograph. It's that good, you know. And again, that's the kind of artist that you look at their stuff and you know, okay, this guy or this woman has been doing this for years, and they've achieved a master level at what they're doing. So please go support him if you want a commission or that kind of any of that kind of stuff. Any of these artists, if you help support them, buy their, if you like their stuff, buy their prints, buy their commission, contact them about commissions if they have merchandise. If you can afford it, if you're interested, that's a great way to help support these artists. And I know he takes commissions. I'd be proud to have one of his pieces on my wall. So everybody go check out Matthew at MH Fine Arts. Next, Obin Art. Another great pencil artist. I'm seeing so many guys and gals that, I say gals, I'm women, I don't mean to be disrespectful, it's just the way I speak, do great pencil work, and I see a ton of that, like photorealism and stuff like that is always mind-boggling to me. A lot of my work is kind of fantasy and off the wall, so I'm really fascinated by photorealism and high-quality pencil work, and Obin Art qualifies for that. So cool Bruno Mars piece, and 2 different takes on Doctor Strange, which is they're just incredible pieces, just really impressive. And I bought my wife a Doctor Strange piece at the last Crypticon we did in Seattle, so pardon me. I like the character. These are some really good pieces. Go check them out. Obin Art, okay? Then REDMARK, another one of these incredibly high-level pencil artists. Now, he's only got a few videos up, so let's try and encourage him to get some more videos up. Maybe this will be a good motivator, because the videos that he does have up are extremely high quality, very high-level work. And again, the superhero stuff, he did a Black Panther piece, which I still haven't seen because my wife is across the country dealing with stuff, and she's not here with me, and I don't want to see it without her. So anyway, so a great Black Panther piece he did. I see a lot of those. His is really well done. And a couple of animal pieces, nature pieces, and just really high quality pencil work, so I can go check that out. And again, try and support everybody. It's really important that we share these videos. I'd love it if you check out my art and all that good stuff, but especially the shout out videos and, you know, the channel intro and that kind of stuff where we talk about the community, so that we can share these, and you know, obviously the more people that see them, the more people we can help. Without further ado, I hope I did you guys all a good service. I hope that, well, I don't even have to hope, I just know that everybody will go out and support you, and keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate every one of you very much, okay? Thank you.